The students at Liberty High School are soon going to see a stage play, and we're here to see what happens behind the scenes. Theater West Virginia is a non-profit, a professional drama organization now in its 8th season. The Beckley-based group tours from February through May, presenting 3 plays. The one today is The Importance of Being Earnest, and the technical crew is the first to arrive.
Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight.
Today was pretty typical. We came in at 9 in the morning. Well, we came in at 8 in the morning, did a show at 9, and then we tore the set down and put it in the truck and drove the truck over here and took it all back out of the truck and put it up again. And we'll be done probably about 6 tonight, and then we'll go home and sleep for 12 hours and get up in the morning and do the show and tear it down and move it and set it up again.
My name is Tara Ryan. I'm from New York, and I'm the costumer for Theater West Virginia. This means that I take care of all the costumes, the wigs, the hats, anything that a person might wear or touch, use, carry on stage. I'm responsible for that. I have to make sure that it's there when he needs it, make sure it's in good repair, clean the costumes. Right now, I've come here. Okay, we'll start unloading the truck. As soon as I get my costumes, my makeup mirrors, my table, I find a space, big space, and I clear enough room for it, and nobody else can come and claim it. And I set my costumes up, my ironing board, my wigs, everything you see around here, my essential sewing kit that you must have, all the little minor things that happen daily, a lost snap, a little rip, the hem's coming down, whatever. And I get that set together. I check all the costumes to make sure that nothing's ripped, nothing needs to be repaired. And as soon as I get done, I go in and help them finish setting up the show itself.
The company started, I don't know what year, but when the company was started, it was under, I believe, a federal grant, and it had a special name, which I don't know the name of either. But the grant was provided only because this company went to high schools. It was an educational grant, you know, but it's mostly high schools that book us. They're the people that want to see us. The publics do want to see us, but we found that, with the exception of Huntington Galleries, we don't draw as well out of publics as we do in high schools. Our contract requires that we have a minimum of 6 people to help us unload the truck and set up. Today we've got a really gung-ho group, and we probably would have been a lot faster, but our set was an inch too tall. You know, you run into these problems.
Basically, on tour, my job is to get all the lights set up and get electricity to everybody else for what things they need. What I'm doing here is a situation where I have come to a place which is too low to set up my own lighting system as I normally do. I have 16-foot tall ladders, and I winch my lights up these ladders. And here the ceiling's a little bit too low, so I've jury-rigging it. I've taken my lights and I'm tying them to the grid here, so I have enough light yet, and can basically do the same light plot for the show that I normally do, but at a different height. And it takes me quite a while to set it up, at least 3 hours. Today's a little bit longer because I have to redo my system as I come into the place, so it's a little bit too low for me.
What's it like to be on the road almost constantly?
Well, it's strange. It's sometimes it's sort of lonely. It's not like having your own home to go to every night. You're in a different motel all the time. We're touring with a good group of people, so we have our little parties and get-togethers and a little bit of fun on the road. Dan Manning starts playing his guitar sometimes at night, and that's real good. It's hard finding places to eat, which is, I'm big on food. I like to eat a lot of food. I'd rather be in a stationary place, I think, than touring. It's the first tour I've ever made, and I don't think I'll tour again right away.
Where are you from?
I'm from Long Island, New York, about 30 miles out of New York City.
And how did you end up in West Virginia?
Well, the original person they had for props, Tim, he, for some reason, I don't really know, couldn't finish the tour, so they called me up. They'd had my resume on file from I applied last year for a position here. They called me up, and I needed a job at the time, and came down.
What do you think about West Virginia?
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful state. I love the mountains. I miss New York a lot, and I miss Long Island. I think that I like the beach, so I'll probably spend my summers on the beach. The people here are very, very nice. Nice. It's sort of strange. You can meet a stranger on the streets here and get into a conversation with them, and people will be very, very friendly, whereas you don't find that quite as much, at least right on Long Island where I'm from. So the people are very nice and very friendly here. It's pleasant, but I sort of miss the running around of New York.
What proportion of the company is from within the state, and what proportion is from without, technical and acting?
I don't think any of the technicians are actually from the state. Myself, Bell, and Tara are from New York. Bob is from Michigan, and Brian's from Connecticut. A couple of the actors are from West Virginia and from surrounding states, but most of the people sort of come from all over, and a lot of them got here through New York, where they live all over the country, and moved to New York because there's a lot of theater in New York, and then go out again, getting jobs all over the place.
It's almost exactly 3 hours since the truck started to unload. They're running behind today. They're adding the finishing touches, and in another hour, the set, the lights, the costumes, and all are ready for performance.
What ghastly names they all had. Moncrief, Moncrief, 1840. Lieutenant Colonel, General, 1869. Christian names? Ernest John. Gwendolyn? I told you my name was Ernest. Well, it is Ernest after all. I mean, it naturally is Ernest.
I remember now that the general's name was Ernest. I knew I had some reasons for disliking the name. Ernest, my own Ernest. I felt to the first you could have no other name.
Gwendolyn, it is a terrible thing for a man to suddenly realize that all his life he's been speaking nothing but the truth. Can you